Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mackie McCandlish, and we're back for a little more Call of Duty 1. This is Burnville. Burnville was our first playable map. This can't go back. This map was the map that proved out the basic playable concept of the game, which was, you know, fighting your way through World War II with a bunch of friendly characters. Before we get too much into that, though, oh my god, I'm getting attacked. Back here at a little bit of history. The map used to start with you and all the friendly characters back here, and they would talk about, hey buddy, like, there's MG42s and it's like Band of Brothers and we gotta go that way. And then you'd all go running forwards and there'd be explosions. But we decided that kind of messed up the pacing, so we cut all that and we started you down there with the groceries, and you just went straight to the level. And I think one of the things we've learned making games is to, you know, not put any more intro in there than you need, because it kind of messes up the pacing a bit. These guys running in here from the back, that's like, needed the excuse to have friendlies always be with you. So they have to come from somewhere, so I set it up so that when they die, they come from somewhere else that they could conceivably have come from, but, I mean, it is a little strange that you're just a couple of dudes, and then just as you keep getting a couple more dudes that is just the right amount, but you don't really notice. So this section, this was really fun watching people play the game for the first time, because they really hadn't been in a situation like this where they're just running down the field minding their own business and people start lighting their shit up. God, I gotta stop saying it's really embarrassing. But yeah, there's like special triggers that, and special terrain models that, like, explosions go off in certain spots and we hide the terrain model so it looks like the terrain got deformed, but we didn't really have much in the way of terrain deformation powers in reality. It's all smoke and mirrors. Get some health from a cow. Try to take out this dude. It's pretty small. We got better about that later on in our games, making it less pixel huntery. This moment right here, I probably already missed it. I probably have to like kill myself to see it. It's too bad. I probably already passed the auto save. Shoot me, you fool, for posterity. Oh wait, don't shoot him. I just gotta shoot. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, all the way back here. How wonderful. Okay, let's go. There's stuff. Ooh, hold on. Okay, resuming. Resuming. Oh, maybe if I don't die, we'll get the sequence this time. I don't already miss it. Oh, bombs. Bombs! Dude, is the guy already dead? Okay. Well, the sequence works really well. Let's try again. Oh, he's gonna pick him up! No, he's dead. Okay. Game face. Time scale? No, damn it. Okay. In the distance, by the fence. Oh, he's pulling him right now! Before you could ever possibly see him! Look at him go. Oh, shit. In the trench, in the, whatever you call it. The hole where things have been exploded. Damn it. Stop shooting me, I'm hardened. Come on, dude. There's a dude doing a sequence somewhere. Check that out. See, I don't know if we'll see it, but the fence also, the way the boards go flying off, that was scripted with a, oh, look at the fence! carved out those little pieces of fence. Like Cookie Monster. Oh, so many MG42s. It's a sound you never get tired of. And it's incidentally the reason I have a really hard time playing Bioshock Infinite. Unfortunately. I'm just very done with World War II sort of fights. A little too close to it, I guess you could say. Okay, so we got through that part. We saw all the things we wanted to see. He is in a lamp. Ooh, switch to grenades. Oh, that's when we do some hints to let you know you should throw grenades. Wow, I felt like, whoa, the minicon is on. Well, we'll see some information from that, I suppose. Can I melee? Sweet. Hello. Oh man, he hit me with the hand up here. Was that like the elbow followed by the other hit? Bullshit. Yeah, so we got, oh, see, tried to make it feel like the guys in the parachutes to you know, not put any more intro in there than you need, because it kind of messes up the pacing a bit. These guys running in here from the back, that's like, needed the excuse to have friendlies always be with you. So they have to come from somewhere, so I set it up so that they, when they die, they come from somewhere else that they could conceivably have come from, but I mean, it is a little strange that you're just a couple of dudes, and then just as you keep getting a couple more dudes, that is just the right amount, but you don't really notice. So this section, this was really fun watching people play the game for the first time, because they really hadn't been in a situation like this where they're just running down the field minding their own business and people start lighting their shit up. God, I gotta stop saying it's really embarrassing. But yeah, there's like special triggers and special terrain models that, like, explosions go off in certain spots and we hide the terrain model so it looks like the terrain got deformed, but we didn't really have much in the way of terrain deformation powers in reality. It's all smoke and mirrors. Get some health from a cow. Try to take out this dude. He's pretty small. We got better about that later on in our games, making it less pixel huntery. This moment right here, I probably already missed it. I probably have to like kill myself to see it. It's too bad. I probably already passed the autosave. Shoot me, you fool, for posterity. Oh wait, don't shoot him. I just gotta shoot. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, all the way back here. How wonderful. Okay, let's go. There's stuff. Ooh, hold on. Okay, resuming. Resuming. Oh, maybe if I don't die, we'll get to see the sequence this time. I didn't already miss it. Oh, bombs. Bombs! Dude, is the guy already dead? Okay. Well, the sequence works really well. Let's try again. Oh, he's gonna pick him up! No, he's dead. Okay. Game face. Time scale? No, damn it. Okay. In the distance, by the fence. Oh, he's pulling him right now! Before you could ever possibly see him! Look at him go. Oh, shit. Get in the trench, in the, whatever you call it. The hole where things have been exploded. Damn it. Stop shooting me. I'm a hardened. Come on, dude. There's a dude doing a sequence somewhere. Check that out. See, I don't know if we'll see it, but the fence also, the way the boards go flying off, that was scripted with a, oh, look at the fence! Yeah, intentionally scripted. I carved out those little pieces of fence. Like Cookie Monster. So many MG42s. It's a sound you never get tired of. And it's incidentally the reason I had a really hard time playing Bioshock Infinite. Unfortunately. I'm just very done with World War II sort of fights. A little too close to it, I guess you could say. Okay, so we got through that part. We saw the things we wanted to see. He is in a lamp. Ooh, switch to grenades. Oh, that's when we do some hints to let you know you should throw grenades. Wow, I felt like, whoa, the minicon is on. Well, we'll see some information from that, I suppose. Can I melee? Sweet. Hello. Oh man, he hit me with the hand up here. Was that like the elbow followed by the other hit? It's bullshit. Yeah, so we got, oh, see, tried to make it feel like the guys in the parachutes. That's what I was talking about earlier. They fall on that side, so that explains where they're coming from. They just don't care to introduce themselves. This hallway. Ooh, game saved. You gotta hunt for autosaves. This hallway, there was a bug where if your named hero character would come up here, he could never get back down. Foley, Captain Foley. But that was just in the demo. We fixed it for the shipping game. The outhouse. Nothing in it. This was like one of these cool moments where you got to like crawl under going prone and feel super smart. Because prone was this brand new thing that was in Operation Flashpoint, maybe? I don't know. It was brand new for accessible, cool, not Operation Flashpoint games. Maybe that's where we got aiming down the sight. It's been a while. I put a bad guy up here. I'm not sure if that was smart. Because sometimes the friendlies don't notice him. But that was kind of cool, that moment a second ago. Yeah, shooting. Oh, dead ends. This next part is, this is actually, the part's like some degree of setup, but this is one of the things that, at least for this game anyway, is like one of my biggest points of professional pride, because basically this is what we call a traverse, where these guys come and they climb in the window. Yeah, that just looks beautiful. It wasn't perfect in COD 1. The concept of a traverse is bridging two nodes on a path, because the pathing is made of little path nodes that are placed by the designer here and there, and they connect, and that lets the AI walk from A to B and pretend to be a person. And previous to this, we had made Medal of Honor, and we're making this game, and I saw this window. I was like, there's got to be a way, thinking back to Chateau where we scripted it so the guy crawled through the window, there's got to be a way to make that automatic so the designer doesn't have to do all this work every time they want a guy to go through a window. So I said to Jason West and some of the other programmers, can't we just somehow bridge the gap with an animation? Like, if we guarantee that the animation is going to put him somewhere back on the path grid, then he should be able to, once the A star goes from A to B and it goes through that connection, we should be able to mark that connection saying the animation will carry us through this spot. And they hemmed and hawed and they didn't think it was feasible, but then they figured it out and they got into the game, and it was pretty sweet. It makes you feel as a gamer, as a player, like you're more there. And it makes me feel, when I click through the window, even though it was pretty artificial looking, it makes me feel more like I did this thing. Because, as Jason used to put it, it activates your motor neurons, where you're seeing some character do something and it makes you feel more like you're doing it. Which I thought, is that real? But then one day, when I was pulling onto an on-ramp behind a motorcycle, I felt like I was driving a motorcycle. And I've never driven a motorcycle. Because that's crazy. This guy's a little bitch. None of my friendlies want to help. Like, I'm surprised that Kleenex testers never complained about, I mean, if I were playing this game in front of people, I mean, come on, dude. The hell is going on here? Really? They've all got the war terrors and the 50,000 yard stares. Oh, he's dead. Let's all get going through the same damn window. Which, by the way, there's a lot of iteration and improvement we made to Traverse over the years. But this game just had the basic super core concept. It did take a bunch of work to make their hands line up. I can't remember if we really did that on this one though. Oh, poor dude. Nobody's talking about it though. It's cool. Sometimes testers did want to get up here and use the gun, but screw them. You might be able to get up here actually, but who cares? So this moment, this is like one of the most primordial of the what people call line battles, where AI spawn on both sides, and the enemies are spawning off of what we called at the time flood spawners, which was this concept of AI that would spawn from spawn points when you initially emerged. They'd all come running from their various closets and whatnot, and then as you killed one, it would say, well, I died, so which spawn closet did I come from? Okay, spawn another guy from there. And each one was set to cap out at like 2 or 3 dudes. And that meant the player that sort of hung back and took his time would have a longer, more involved battle than the guy that just went running across the street. Did this game have sprint? I don't think so. Did it? I don't think so. Guess we'll find out. And when you ran across the street, since now you're local to where they would be running out, we just delete those spawners, which does create the kind of artificial feeling that there was an inconsistent number of dudes over there. Here comes all my buddies. And gamers eventually started to really pick up on that and required iteration over the years. But for this one, it seemed to be okay. It's also pretty cool that this guy uses this MG42 prone, and it's kind of hard to appreciate, but he'll like shift around and like shift his arms as he's shifting over, basically playing a select frame of an animation within a range that goes from one side to the other. I thought that was sweet. This hallway, when we were first trying to get friendlies to work, this hallway was like the test case for them. I mean, I don't know if he's covering the rear, he doesn't look that bad, but this was all kinds of messed up during development. Boone was working on the anim scripts, the guys were like putting their gun through the wall and twitching out, and it, for a while there, it really just didn't seem like it was gonna, like the dog was gonna hunt, but then it all pulled together sometime around October in 2002 and started to get cool. And I remember this area is really where it started to come together. Ladder to nowhere. Just so you absolutely have to get some health. We made the friendly names get more and more red as they got hurt. I think we probably dropped that eventually. It's kind of silly. Like, what am I going to do for poor Private Peas? This game I thought had more sound going on. Well, I've got it turned down a little bit so the mic doesn't pick up me and the game, and then the game audio. That would be annoying. We dreamed of getting like actual chickens into these coops, but it didn't really happen. I think maybe it finally happened on like MW2 or after we left. I don't know. I think it was MW2. Not sure. We'll find out when we get there. So, I do remember doing a bunch of work to try to get their hands to sync up, but I wouldn't call that perfect. So maybe I just lowered the fences to try to make it match. I think that's what it was. So yeah, we got more dudes. So the guys in MG42s, when you kill that dude, it'll spawn a dude at another spawner, and then he'll run and get on the MG42. And you'll probably have to fight him also. Watch out, Avery. Oh, good shot. That was pretty epic, I gotta say. That was a cool moment. He didn't really seem to savor it, but that's part of what makes Corporal Avery cool. He's just mean. Now, this part, I don't want to die that badly, so I'll hide over here. I should put a health over here. If I could put a message in a bottle, I'd say canteen, this position. Buy apple, then sell apple. Okay, I don't want to go... Yeah, I want to go this way first. This was a... Watch. Don't go in. We can't do facial contact with you. He warns us off. We could try to fight it, but it would be really hard. Whoa! It wouldn't be impossible. Okay, well, that's what you call the hand of God. Oh, we're back with purple ivory. Sweet. Do I have a different weapon that could be better for this? Oh, shoot. Carbine. I love this gun. Carbines are so cool because they go bam, bam, bam as fast as you can click until people abuse it, and then they have to fix it because people made turbo controllers for the console. Get some steel hand grenades or some Lugers, whatever. So this part coming around here. What can I say about this? Oh, I just love this part because this flat cannon with the guys riding on it. When this came in and started to work, that's when the whole scripted sequences that you can interact with really paid off. That was a concept that we wanted to prove with this game, and this is the one that did it. You shoot the dudes, and the other dudes jump off the vehicle and then become real AI, and the whole thing stops. So it makes it feel like the AI are part of a concerted action. And the thing that makes it even better is that they are shooting off stage at the sky at planes. They are doing things that extend the universe outside of this little shooter map we're on. They make the whole world more real in a way that is contextual to the World War II fiction. It's freaking sweet. Whereas it just feels like before this game, it was really rare to encounter NPCs that were doing such a thing. I mean, granted, Half-Life did a lot of things with friendly characters, so not to take anything away from that, but so also the way that this, one of the things I really learned as a designer from this moment, Steve Fukuda is the one that laid out the level in 2D and set up this moment where you come at it from an angle, so you get to see the action and be the guy that pulls the trigger to open the floodgates. And it's very linear, and it's very scripted, and it's very, it's very controlled. It's putting you on a path. It's making you do what the designer wants you to do. But every gamer that I watched play it at the original E3 we went to in 2003, or Kleenex testing, they go up here and they feel really smart. They're like, I got that guy, and then here come the dudes. They're gonna help save the day. It really made me appreciate what linear can be good for. Because as a gamer, it's really tempting to think that it's all about non-linearity. And as a designer, I feel like it's more about, at least for single-player games, it's about giving players a lot of meaningful choice, but tying it into a greater narrative to ensure that everybody has at least some certain base level of awesome cinematic shit happening. I think we might have missed the balcony dude. There's a guy that does a balcony behavior up there. Yeah, that timing on that print is really, really not finessed. You really want the guy to say the dialogue, give the player time to do it on his own, and then if he doesn't do it soon enough, then say, look, here's what you gotta do. Or better yet, why am I the only one with explosives? In fact, maybe they will blow it up if I walk by, will they? That would be sweet. Or no, are they just gonna stay there and gonna beat the whole game, and they're too afraid of the tank? God, what's wrong with the jumping into here? It's not clipped off. God, that was wretched. Oh, dude! Haha! See? That's like the message I put in the bottle that I didn't even know I put there. So I'm not the only one with explosives. Yeah, I guess you could say that's one of my things as a developer. As a designer, if possible, oh dude, that guy died and he's hanging. I never noticed that before. If possible, I try not to, I try to make, let's see how to best put this. I try to make it so if the gamer tries to do something that would break it. If it's not too hard, then let it not break it. Let it work. So that the fiction is maintained. Like, to me, one of the worst things you can do is have like some trigger and you touch it and it says, "Oh, you're leaving the play space." To me, that's like, "Oh, the scripter didn't finish. Had to ship it." So you probably will never see that in any of my levels that I can think of, because I would have had to not do that, to put it nicely. Yeah, I don't like leaving the play space. I don't mind putting minefields because it's thematic, but if the player's leaving the play space, then put some dudes over there and kill the player. Don't do it as heavy-handed as I did back there. That was wretched. Let's see, where do we start now? God, get better at autosaves.